What is up, guys? We're here for another weekly update. It's been a crazy week. We keep saying that this is the biggest update we've ever had, and it is yet again true. We're not just memeing. You guys continue to surprise us with how much stuff you bring in, with the awesome finds that you have, so thank you very much. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video and see everything that we have going out. Before we go into the oh-so-massive update, we do have a special event to conclude. We had our giveaway for the Pikachu Nintendo 64. It's a bundle, it's the orange color, comes with 2 controllers, Pokemon Stadium 2, and a Japanese Hey You Pikachu, because we've region unlocked it so it'll play either Japanese or American games. I have all the entries. We have quite a few going on here. Only can be one lucky winner, so let's see who it is. Get a nice mix up here. All right. Lisa Owens. Congratulations, Lisa. You are the proud winner of the Nintendo 64. We're going to be reaching out to you. Thank you to all the other contestants for entering. Be sure to stay tuned for giveaways that we're going to have in the future. Now let's jump into the games for this week. We're going to start off with Nintendo. We're going to sound a little repetitive today, so bear with me. We have some of the biggest stacks we've seen from multiple categories. So with cartridges for Nintendo, we have a massive stack of NES, original Nintendo games, a lot of middle-of-the-range shelf fillers. We have a nice copy of Final Fantasy I. It's just the cartridge, but in great shape. We also have 2 complete in-box copy games to show. We have the Jungle Book, which is in very nice condition. The game, the manual, and the box are all in very good shape. We put it in a protective acrylic case. We also have a complete Metroid, the original Metroid. It's not too damaged. It does have some very clear tape that was wrapped around it. It is removable. It's left some residue. I'm sure with some elbow grease you can get that off. So we've severely marked it down so you can get that for a great price. Not to be outdone by its little brother, we have a ton of Super Nintendo games as well. Again, some nice shelf fillers, and going to the display case, we have some picks that we've never had before. We have Shadowrun, we have Earthworm Jim, and we have Contra 3, as well as some classics like Super Mario All-Stars, Mario Kart, Super Mario World, and just a lot of other great picks. It is time to let you guys know what our Black Friday sale is going to be. So starting, of course, on Black Friday and running through the weekend into Saturday, you're going to get $10 off for every $100 you spend. And that's going to stack, so 20 off for every 200, 30 off for every 300, and so on. You're also going to get buy 2, get 1 free for all games in the store. Our red and yellow stickers are still going to be buy 2, get 2, so everything under $9. But for the more expensive games, that is buy 2, get 1. Of course, the cheapest game will be the free one, and this will stack so you can buy 4, get 2, buy 6, get 3, and so on. And lastly, for you loyalty members and anyone who wants to sign up for our loyalty program, we're going to be offering double points during Black Friday. So for every dollar you spend in store, you're going to earn 2 points towards a loyalty and get some great rewards stacked up. We'd love to see you guys come in. We're going to be here waiting for you, happy to help. To wrap up Nintendo, we have a massive stack of Wii games. Just like everything else, we have some good shelf fillers and then some nice heavy hitters. Super Mario Galaxy 2 has been a popular one for us recently, and we just got another copy of that in. We have a lot of Nintendo handheld games, a nice stack of loose and complete in box, DS and 3DS, have a fair amount of Game Boy Advance, including that Pokemon Leaf Green, a really clean copy of Pokemon Red for the original Game Boy, and some nice Game Boy Color picks as well. And on the newer end of the spectrum for Nintendo, we have a few Wii U titles in there, some filler GameCube, and then a lot of Switch games, including another copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars. This always sells within a day or two whenever it comes in. For those of you that don't know, you cannot buy this on the eShop. It is no longer available digitally, and they only made so many physical copies, so it's pretty hard to find, and for that reason it's been very popular. A great way to play some of the most popular Mario titles that have come out throughout the years. We have a handful of nice Sega picks, so to quickly go over those, we have a few Shinobi game cartridges for the Genesis. We have that Separation Anxiety. It is in the case, but is missing the manual. and just some other good complete in-box or no manual Sega Genesis games. We also have that blue stinger for the Sega Dreamcast as well. Moving right along to PlayStation, we're going to start with PS2. We have a lot of mid-range shelf fillers again, which is good for PS2 because they move pretty quickly and we have a hard time keeping that shelf full. The highlight for this stack is going to be a loose copy of Silent Hill 2. Very valuable game. If you're just looking to play it, loose is always a good option because you're going to get a nice markdown for not being in the original case. And this is the black label disc, not the greatest hits. Next up is PlayStation 3. The main thing to highlight, we have that Rockstar Games bundle. Has a few games included, some nice popular Rockstar titles, but most notably, the set has actually never been opened. It is still in the factory seal. And to wrap up PlayStation, we have a nice stack of PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, a few random PS1, PSP, and Vita. We kind of threw them all together there. We have some nice steelbooks for PS4, a few shelf fillers for PS5. We have one of the newer Gran Turismo games. And for the Vita, most notably, we have Conception 2. This was a more collector's edition release that came with a soundtrack disc. The outside box is a little beat up, but it does have an inner case as well, and it's complete with everything it came with. To round off our games for the week, we have everything Xbox. We have a nice stack of original, 360, Xbox One, and then a few Series X games. Most notably, we have that SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 for the 360. The SmackDown games do very well, wrestling in general, some of the more popular sports games. And then for the Series X, we have yet another release of Skyrim. Has some new features, hard to go wrong with the classics. Great way to play it. We're going to go over the biggest stack of strategy guides and game magazines that we have ever had. We have some Final Fantasy hardbacks, a lot of hardback books. A Super Smash Brothers. We have a lot of Pokemon guides that are always really popular. A National Pokedex for Gold and Silver, which is really cool. We also have a massive stack of Game Informers. Game Informer was part of the GameStop Pro subscription back in the day. As a reward for signing up and paying the monthly subscription fee, you would be sent a monthly magazine that just had game releases and game-related news. We have a nice stack of those. They're priced pretty cheaply at $5 a piece, but they're also going to be buy two, get one free to get a nice stack of them. They look great on a coffee table or just in a game room, and they do all come with a protective plastic sleeve. To finish us up today, we have some handhelds and consoles. We have a PlayStation 2 original that is in the box. It's not complete, doesn't have any inserts or manual, so it's just a normal PS2 set that we sell, a console with the cables, one controller, and a memory card, and it's in that original box. The box is in decent shape, so it's a nice display piece. We also have a Mario and Luigi 3DS XL, an Advanced SP, and a Super Nintendo Mini. Well, that was a marathon. Thank you guys for sticking around. Now to sign off, again, you can purchase anything you've seen on our website at pstg.store. You can see this update on social media on Facebook and Instagram. You also can sign up for our weekly newsletter where we send out special coupons, also timed with this update, and we'll have a text summary of everything going out. We'll see you guys next week. Happy shopping.